Hi, everybody. So now we are ready to talk about the axis of symmetry and the intervals of increasing and decreasing. So like we did before, let me just go ahead and trace my parabola again. Remember, my parabola is just about here. Okay. And so I'm going to identify my x. Hold on, let me clear it up a little bit. I'm going to identify my axis of symmetry, okay? So remember, the vertex is on the axis of symmetry. So we said our vertex was about right here. Remember that? That means our axis of symmetry is this line, right? And so the vertex we said was 4, 2, all right? This line, remember, crosses the x-axis at 4. So that means my axis of symmetry is x equals 4. All right, just like that. My axis of symmetry is x equal 4. Now, they say axis of symmetry. Sometimes they say line of symmetry. Either way, we use those interchangeably. They mean the same thing. So line of symmetry, right? Or axis of symmetry. So in this case, it's x equals 4. All right, the axis of symmetry is going to always be the x coordinate of the vertex. The axis of symmetry is always going to be the x coordinate of the vertex. Now, let's talk about intervals of increasing and decreasing. So when you read a graph, you read it from left to right, okay? You read it from left to right, like you read a book. You read it from left to right. So just a reminder, from left to right, okay? So we're going to start on the leftmost side of the graph, and we're going to trace our graph. So the question is, when I trace this graph, what's happening until I get to the axis of symmetry? What is happening? And I can see that my graph is clearly increasing until I get to that point. It is increasing. We're on the left side of the graph where the x coordinates go off to negative infinity, right? And so from negative infinity all the way up to 4, again, x interval, all the way up to 4, I'm getting the graph is increasing. All right, if I trace it like so. So that brings me to another point. Whenever you're talking about intervals of increasing and decreasing, you're talking about over when you give an interval of the x-axis, and then you talk about what the y is doing. So from negative infinity to, and it stops at 4, my graph is increasing. So it's increasing on the left-hand side, right? That negative also tells me that I'm on the left-hand side, it's increasing, right? On the left-hand side, it's increasing. Now let's switch it up. Let's pick up where we left off in the middle, and let's continue to trace our graph. So on this side, the x coordinates are going up to positive infinity, right? But what is my y coordinate doing? It is decreasing, right? It's decreasing. The arrows are going down, it's decreasing. So while my x coordinates are going up to positive infinity, my y coordinates are decreasing on this side. So from 4, okay, so it started at 4, that's the turning point, right? So that vertex is also my turning point. It's where the graph goes from increasing to decreasing. So it's a turning point. All right, so from 4 to positive infinity, my graph is decreasing. This is the interval of decreasing. And voila, I have answered the questions. Thank you.